Here we have a case study question based on arithmetic progression. There is a terrace at a football ground and there are 15 steps in that terrace, and we have to answer some questions related to these steps. Now, what is the information given? What are the three quantities which are related to a step? First thing is the tread space, the place where you keep your legs when you are climbing up the stairs. That is what it is, half meters. For each and every step it is half meters. And what is the next thing that we need to know? It is the height of the steps. How much do you have to lift your legs to get to the next step? Now you are all young and full of life, so it won't matter, but when you come to my age, every time you lift your leg, the knee aches and the bones start creaking. So the correct height, which does not hurt anyone, is what? It is 1/4 meters. Each and every step is 1/4 meters. Next comes the length of the step. Now, if you are building this in a house, you just need to have enough length for maybe 2 or 3 people to walk at the same time. But remember, it is a football ground. So, we have 50 meters. This is a long step, so that maybe at a time 10 or 12 people can come down the steps. That is also same for every step. Every step has a length of 50 meters. Now, each and every step, tell me what shape does it have? What is the solid figure that you can think of which has a length, a breadth and a height? What is it? It is a cuboid. So each and every step is a cuboid. All of them have the length of 50 meters. They have the breadth of a half meter. But then when it comes to the height, there is a problem there. Each one has a different height. Each one, this is 1/4. This is also 1/4, but then when you take its height, it should be from the ground. So therefore a 1/4 plus a 1/4. So each one keeps on adding a 1/4 extra, or in other words, the heights of these steps form an AP. And what are the specifics of that AP? What is the first term? The first term is 1/4 meters. What is the common difference in each step? How much are we adding? We are adding 1/4m. And what else do we know? We have 15 steps. I hope you read the question. It says 15 steps. So therefore your n is what? It is 15. So each step has the same length, same breadth, but different height. So now let's start with the questions. So this is our first question. If V1, V2, etc., V15 are the volume of the concrete needed to build the first step, the second step, etc., respectively, then we have to find what V2 is. Or in other words, the volume of the cement or the concrete needed to build the first step is V1, the second step is V2, the concrete needed to build the 15th step is V15. Our question is, what is V2, or in other words, what is the volume of concrete needed to build the second step? What is the length? We know it is 50 meters. What is the breadth? We know it is half meters. And now what about the height? We know that the heights of all these steps form a AP with the first term 1/4 meters. So the common difference is also 1/4 meters, and what we need to find is the height of the second step. What is that? What is the formula that we will use? It is a plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? It is 1/4. What is n here? We are finding the second step. So n is 2. 2 minus 1 is just 1. So therefore 1 into 1/4, which is half. So the height of the second step is half, and the volume is what? 40 into half into half, which is what? 12.5 meter cube. Do not forget the meter cube because we are talking about a volume. It is measured in meter cubes. And the second question, what is the volume of the concrete used in the middle step? Now, first we need to know what is the middle step, right? If n is the total number of terms, and suppose n is odd, then n plus 1 by 2th term, it will have only one middle term, and that will be n plus 1 by 2th term, that will be the middle term. But when you have even number of terms, you will have two middle terms. One will be n by 2, the other one will be n by 2 plus 1. There will be two middle terms. Here our n is odd. We have 15 steps. So the middle step is what? 15 plus 1, 16. 16 by 2, 8th step. So what we are asking for is the 8th step. Suppose the volume is say V8. I will name it V8. So what we need to find is the volume of the 8th step. What is the length? We know that the length is 50 meters. We know the breadth is what? It is 1 by 2 meters. What we need to find is the height, or in other words the 8th term. For the 8th term we know what A is, right? It is 1 by 4, and 8 minus 1, this is 7 into 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is common, you take it out, so it is 1 by 4 into 8, which is 2. So the height you are looking here is 2. And what is the volume? It is 50 into half into 2, which is what? 50 meter cube. Now next we have to find the sum of the surface area of the 15 treads, or in other words the place where you tread, where you keep your feet on. That means what? We have to worry only about the length and the breadth. We don't have to worry about the height. So surface area means we need to worry only about the length, which is 50 meters, and the breadth, which is what? Half meter. But then that is only for one step, right? We need all the 15 steps. So the area for one step is what? 25 meter square. Do not forget the meter square. Then what is the area for all the 15 steps? Just multiply 25 into 15, 375 meter square. So this is our last question. We need to find the total volume of the concrete used to build the terrace, which means all the 15 steps together. So that means what? Volume of the first step, the second step, and all the way to the 15th step. Now volume, what is the volume of the first step? All of them have the same length, 50. All of them have the same breadth, half meter. So I will take both of those values together, the ones which are same. What is different? Each one has a different height, but then all the heights together, they form a what? An AP, with the first term 1 by 4 meters, common difference 1 by 4 meters, and totally how many steps are there? There are 15 steps. So what is the sum of all these terms? It is n by 2 into 2 times a plus n minus 1 d, which means what? 15 by 2, and 2 times this is what? It will be 1 by 2 plus 14 into 1 by 4. This is the answer we are looking for. The concrete needed to build all of these steps is what? It is 750 meter cube.